Good morning, ducks! Poor doggy. Oh, you're the dog. I know it's hot, eh? And that's on the north side of the house, guys, in the shade. It's that temperature. And according to the old blind guy here, it looks like that's 33 degrees. It's a hot day. And the sun on the front deck, it's crazy. I had a bit of a curveball here last night. I was up all night. I woke up at 1 a.m. absolutely like completely strung out, wide awake. And I tossed and turned till like 2:30. And I said, this is ridiculous. I can't sleep. And I found myself listening to the ducks outside too. I was so wide awake, and I thought, I'm getting out of bed. So I got out of bed and came downstairs, and I started watching, well, I started streaming some stuff on the internet, and next thing you know, it's 6 a.m. I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm looking outside, and it's bright out, and I'm like, okay, this is going to totally screw my day up. And of course it did. I went to sleep, and I got up at 11 o'clock. Came out here and let the ducks out right away before I even had my breakfast. But I've got to, I'm going to let Disco out. I noticed yesterday, sure, she was putting her foot down completely on the ground. And I'm just looking at her right now, she's walking in her hospital. Now I might end up having I'm going to take a chance, guys. I'm going to let her out. Like, it looks like she has a little bit of a limp, but I got looking at it yesterday, and it's like, after her soak, and it's like her little knob on her foot is on the pad there is gone down. It's like, I'm gonna take a chance here. I might have to catch her again if I see, you know, if she's starting to develop another limp. I'll catch her in the metal shed, but I'm going to leave the duck hospital set up, because that's a pretty good idea actually, because this time of year they don't need to be inside. They won't go inside actually. They'll go in, lay their eggs, and then come back out. But it's a warm day. The ducks are actually hiding. I can't even, they're all over the place on the outskirts. Wherever there's shade, there's a bunch underneath the woodpile on the back side. And we've got that little duck that likes hanging around at the pool and just rests his head there. I think it's the same duck all the time. A bunch are at the front in the shade. Like, wherever there's shade today, that's where the ducks are hiding. It's so warm, guys, that the ducks are not even hiding on the back of the house. Like, they're actually going into the bush and hiding in the shade. Canada geese are down at the lake. No sign of wild ducks. And I got bad news. I gotta go to town, and anyways, but I'm not gonna work today on the barn. I'll do the barn tomorrow. I gotta go to town and do this road trip. I gotta go to the post office. There's some things waiting for me that I need for the show that I've ordered. I'm going to do chores when I get back. Not a lot's happening. I'm a bit scattered. Being up all night, man. I don't know what. I woke up, it was like, I couldn't believe it. I woke up, looked at the clock, and it was like 1 o'clock, and I'm like, why am I wide awake? So we're going to let Disco out right now, and hopefully I don't have to catch her again. But she looks like she just has a slight limp. If her limp gets bad again, we'll catch her again and start all over. I'm just torn on this, guys, but I'm looking at her like her foot, she's putting her foot right down. Like, she's got a little bit of a limp there, but you can see like she's putting her foot flat. She's pacing the pen, guys. The poor duck is like cracking. Any second here, she's gonna reappear. Yeah, look at her. She's like those poor animals in the zoo, you know, that go back and forth in their cages. And we're an anti-cage setup here, so let's get Disco out. Okay, now it's only 13, but I just came out here earlier, and it was out by 15% compared to this one. It has like unbelievable swings. It's not even remotely close to this one. Yeah, see, now it's 14%. You don't know what it's going to be out. Like, one time you'll look at it, it's 10% out. One time it's 15%. Like, it's got serious swings. It's screwed. Come on, dog. I know it's hot out here. And I've seen a couple comments about people saying, you know, like, why buy another one? Well, you know, think about this. I've got a whole winter's worth of work riding on next week, guys. 722 eggs. You know, based just even on the price of a duckling, you know, that's almost $3,000 worth of ducklings. You know, not spending the $65 to buy another, hygrometer would be probably one of the stupidest things I could do here, because, you know, that hatcher is going to be running for 4 days. A lot can happen in 4 days, you know, and you know, the worst thing you'd want is to have, you know, to get this close to having, you know, perfect thin eggs, ducklings that can actually hatch and break through the egg, and then have, some kind of humidity problem that causes a shrink wrap death. At this point, after everything I've learned here the last 3 years, I'm cutting a corner right now would be, bar none, the stupidest thing I could do. All right, duck. We're going to let you out. Are you going to do a freaking peek? Yeah, you are, aren't you? Come on, get into the corner so I can grab you. Okay, relax. Just get into a corner. Which corner are you going to go into? Okay, disco. Holy, no matter how fast I grab you, I'm not fast enough. Okay, relax, duck. See, I don't. Holy mackerel. You're getting free here, duck. Oh, man. If I have to catch you again, I think you're going to be up to my gig. Or jig. Okay, come on. Oh, this duck is crazy. I think she's going stir crazy from being in the cage, because every day she fights harder and harder. Okay, we got to take care of Doug first here. Okay, Doug, sit. Doug, sit. Be a good dog. Oh, yeah. Stay there. You going to be good? You stay right there. I know it's hot, eh? Poor dog. Doug, I said sit, you little sneak. Stay there. All right, Disco. Okay, relax. Calm down. Okay, look at her. She is just... Oh, is she mad? Look at her go. Oh, no, guys. She's still got a crazy limp. She didn't have that limp in the cage. But she is putting her foot down flat. I'm gonna have to watch her. It almost looks like her hip. But the fact that, that pad on her foot was a sharp edge to it, and she was walking around on her tippy toes. Like, she's not doing the tippy toe action from what I can see in the viewfinder here. She's definitely got a limp though. Oh no. What did you do to yourself, Duck? Alright, well, I think Matt's striking out and being a doctor here on this one. But she is putting her foot flat. I'm looking, she's just got a crazy limp. It looks like a hip problem. Because now her foot is going down flat. You know, it's amazing. They can walk back and forth in the, in that little 4 foot by 4 foot pen and not have a limp. But they get out in the yard here, start walking, and they start limping. All right, I'm gonna do egg recon here, and then I gotta go to town. Okay, we got an egg out here on the ground. The thing I noticed too, guys, is that we've had Disco in here 4 days, not one egg from her. So I don't think she even lays eggs. Oh, Doug wants to smell a goose. Look at him. He doesn't understand why the geese won't let him get anywhere near them. All right, let's see how the fresh straw worked out in here. We got a duck in there. I don't know who it is. She's hiding, whoever it is. Who is that back there? I'll leave her. Oh, Dougie, you shouldn't be in here. Out you go. Don't want him freaking a duck out for no reason. Oh, they're in here. Are they hiding eggs? Yeah, yesterday I couldn't believe how long everything took. It was, it's a typical day, you know. You start working and, you know, you think, okay, this won't take long, you know, like how long could it take to move everything out of the barn and, you know, set it up in here, you know, it's just metal or just, you know, nesting boxes. And then the nesting boxes started disintegrating in my hands, and then I had to scrounge up some old lumber to reinforce them. And it was a lot of screwing around. A lot of eggs with egg fart on them. Well, they're making nests here. There's lots of places in here for them to lay. It's amazing how some eggs, you know, they come out and they're not sticky, and then you get an egg like this that comes out that's, you know, really, really sticky. Not a lot of eggs in here. Well, let's just take a look on the second layer. Well, there's no ducks have been on there. I guess Muscovies have decided not to use this. Check my fan to make sure it didn't seize here. I'm going to spray some penetrating oil on the bushing, but I don't think that's the problem. I think it's out of whack since I cleaned it. Who knows, maybe some penetrating oil might help. I'll do that before I go to town. Hey, any eggs out here? Oh yeah, got some dirty, oh really dirty eggs. Look at this. Just caked. You know, ducks have, you know, the dirtiest feet, and then they walk all over their eggs. Yeah, it's too warm to be doing any manual labor outside today. Actually, on the internet, there's a heat warning. So a heat warning is a good day for Matt to screw up and not do anything. I just couldn't believe it last night. Oh, man. I laid in bed. It was like 2:30. I said, okay, I'm getting out of bed. This is ridiculous. Waste an hour and a half, you know, trying to fool yourself that you're going to go back to sleep. All right, that's it for eggs, guys. I'm going to do some water refreshing here for the ducks, and then I'm going to go to town. I'm going to leave Doug at home. Actually, I'm going to leave him in the garage where it's cool. Yep, no eggs. And when I get back, oh, there's something. I'll do the feed detail here. Yeah, that's it. All right, I'm going to start the water here, and then I'm going to town. Oh, she's warm. Oh, she's putting her foot down flat, though. Ah, man. Hope she's quacking like crazy. Poor duck. I wonder what she did to herself. We might have a lame duck, guys. Disco might have done something to herself that is bigger than what I can fix. Okay, she just used her wing to sit down. Disco's not doing good, guys. For her to use her wing to sit down on the ground, that bird has never done that. Like her foot is flat to the ground. Well, I'll watch the next couple of days. See what happens here. Doug, come here. The police are here. Not bad. Doug, stop it. Yeah, hang on. Come on, Doug. I knew. Not bad.
Good. So my name's Corey. We just got called from the place where you're getting that motor looked at. I can't think of it. Oh,
Motors Plus?
Gillen Road there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just your messages were kind of concerning to them in there.
What messages?
That you left about Paul fixing the motor.
With Derek?
Yeah. So it's on the voicemail for the business.
Yeah.
In it, like the company for the motors. Derek owns all that stuff?
Yeah, I left a message on Derek's personal voicemail.
Okay, well, it actually went to, so there's messages on Paul's business.
No, there isn't. There's one single message
Okay.
to Derek telling him how his employee treated me.
Okay, well, I listened to some messages on the answer machine, and the guy said it was Matt McDougall. So that wasn't you?
Oh.
I don't know.
No.
I've never met you before.
No, man. I left one message with Derek
Oh, okay.
the day actually it happened,
Yeah.
that the guy wouldn't answer me what was wrong with the motor.
Okay.
And because I know Derek personally.
Yeah, that's what I saw Derek, and that's what he said.
Yeah, I've known Derek for, like, I've done business with him, like, we go back many, many years.
Oh, okay.
So, and that was the only message I left, was with Derek, to let him know how his employee treated me.
Oh, okay.
And that was it. Yeah, you should ask Derek, listen to the voicemail, because he would, I have called Derek many times with voicemails, because I've done business with him. I sold him buildings, so, Derek would know my voice, and he would say, that's not...
The messages were cursing and swearing, and somebody said they were going to kick Paul's ass.
No,
I
I
think
did
the words
not.
they
I did not call. I did not call Motors Plus.
No, I just want to stop
Yeah.
by and talk to you about
Yeah,
it.
no,
so
that's the deal. Yeah.
I heard the messages, and if it's not you, it's not you.
So
But now-
somebody really nasty.
I guess, yeah. So,
Well,
anyways, okay. Well,
Well,
thanks.
good
for
luck tracking
seeing
that
me
one
there,
down, Corey.
man, and have a
But-
good day. Eh?
well, that was really interesting, guys. It's actually, I can't believe it. Well, this is strange. They barely ate any food last night. And it's not like they couldn't find the feeder. It's hanging right out here in the open for them. They might like pellets, but they like free ranging better. It's not like they can't find it. I wonder if this duck realizes Disco's not in there anymore. Disco's gone missing. I don't know where she is, but she's somewhere. She's probably just hiding from me. Oh, I see her. She just came out of the bush over there. Poor girl's got a wicked limp. What happened to her? I'm almost got my water chores done here. This duck. I'm here to give you fresh water. It's really strange. The ducks are like, they're little groups like that, like in the shade like that. They're all hot right now. There's some hardcores down there in the sun, but they're in the swamp playing. The rest are hiding. It's pretty quiet. Mid-afternoon siestas are happening here. It's amazing how dirty they get the water. It's so hot they won't even come out of the shade to the sound of the hose. And they usually always come over to check out, the hose action when I'm filling the water up. Look at them panting. They're hot little ducks. I'm hot. I'm cooking, actually. I'm not looking forward to this trip to town, but I have to go. All right, water done. I almost forgot. I've got Doug in the garage. He's probably sleeping by now. Put him in there because the first thing he likes to do is jump up in vehicles. So the police car, the officer wouldn't get out of the vehicle, so Doug would have just basically clawed the crap out of the side of it. Are you sleeping, Dougie? Oh, is it ever cool in here? Okay, we go. It's 33 outside in the shade, and it's 19.2 in here, like air conditioning. All right, I gotta go to town. I'm gonna leave Doug in the garage. I just don't believe I have to deal with the police. I've had my pivot heads running. I said, yeah, I'm recording this right now. And he goes, okay, yeah, no problem. When you look up in your driveway and you see a cop car and you're thinking, okay, like basically my world here, guys, I'm full-time job taking care of the ducks and YouTube, and I'm like, okay, what did I do? And I'm actually racking my brain, I'm like, okay, what did I do? And I was like, I've been here the last 5 days. I haven't left the property. I'm like, okay, like what happened? That they would be here. So you start thinking bad thoughts, you're thinking, okay, is something wrong? Like that's what. The geese absolutely won't let me get close, guys. Comes into the yard, taunts me. As soon as I grab the camera, they leave. I don't know if they think the camera's a gun. It looks like it's getting bigger. It's so cute. Came out of the garage, I saw it actually was right up by the corn. I thought, okay, I'll grab the camera. As soon as I started walking over here, she left. And Disco, who's hiding over there, she's not gonna let me get her near her. Yeah, as soon as I walk in her general direction. Poor duck. Man, like no, she's putting her foot down, but she's favoring her hip. Well, we're gonna just have to keep an eye on her. But like I know her foot is healed. Like there's no inflammation, there's no swelling. I wonder if something else happened to her and I'm just treating the wrong thing. And I can't really call the vet and say, can I have some more free x-rays? Andy would probably do it, but I just don't feel right. We already got a ton of free x-rays out of him. All right, time to go to town. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this. It's gonna be so hot. Dougie has no idea how lucky he is being locked in the garage on a nice comfy cool floor. Lucky dog. Doug's so lucky that he gets to stay home. I, on the other hand, I've got to go to town. Well, let's see if our stuff's in. Even Main Street's dead today, it's so hot. Okay, I don't believe what I'm looking at here. I just picked this up at the post office. It's from a guy in Nevada. His name is Peter. I'm not going to say his last name because, I don't know if he wants to be private or not. But Peter in Nevada just sent me something that is unbelievably heavy. And the customs declaration has seriously sparked my interest. I do not believe this, guys. Holy mackerel. I know what that symbol is, and I don't own anything with that symbol on it. Oh, wow, an iPad mini. Oh, boys, I've got some learning to do. But this actually, I think this is going to really help me with the GoPro. Oh, there's even a little note in here. This is freaking wicked, guys. I've got some learning to do. I was planning on sitting down this weekend and get the GoPro set up. And I know I need Wi-Fi to be able to set it up properly. Well, Mr. Peter, you have no idea how much this is going to help me. Absolutely no idea. And it's way better than a phone, guys, because I'm blind. I'll be able to see the screen. I can't say thanks enough. I've got to get my acting gear with the GoPro because my idea that I have
is I'm going to set the GoPro up inside the hatcher to do time lapse. But I was playing with the GoPro and it's like so cryptic because there's no screen to tell you what you're doing on it. Oh, I got some figuring out to do. Well, Peter in Nevada, man, I can't thank you enough. This is just freaking awesome stuff. Oh man, I did not expect that today. This is gonna make the hatch so much easier to set up time lapse. Well, I know what I'm doing here tonight. GoPro and iPad. I'm gonna link them up together tonight. There's a second box coming, but he's waiting for a part before he can send the second box. I don't know, this is pretty freaking awesome, Duck Adventure American Backup Team. Because I'm going to use this weekend to get the GoPro figured out. Right on. Man, oh man, I got the best freaking fans in the world. Thank you so much for helping me, guys. I'm lost for words. Thank you very much. You guys are making this year come together. It's going to be an awesome hatch. I just know it. So I got to figure out the GoPro and how to link it to the iPad this weekend. I have to get that set up. Well, actually, I got to get the barn set up too. And once again, Peter in Nevada, thank you very much. Okay, guys, I'm at the other end of the lake, and this is the swamp that connects to my lake. And there's a pair of Canada geese, and it looks like they have 2 goslings, and they're actually quite old. Oh, I wish I had the big camera. They look like about 2 weeks old. I can't get closer to them. It looks like they were coming across the road, actually. Oh, I wish I had the big camera. Yeah, they're looking like 15-day-olds. And of course we got traffic noise now. So we've got a pair at this swamp and a pair on my own lake, and I think a pair on the other side of the lake. Wouldn't you know it, I drove all the way home and there wasn't any traffic on the road all the way home, and as soon as I pull over here, it's traffic. Oh man, this video is going to suck with all the traffic noise. Anyways, well, we've got a pair of Canada geese at the opposite end of the lake on the other side of the highway. It looks like about 12, 15-day-old goslings. Oh wow, there's another pair over here, guys. Okay, we've got 2 pairs down here, and they've got 2 goslings with them too. I wonder if these are offspring from last year. You can see them when they're just dipping their heads in the water right now. So 2 pair with each 2 goslings. And to give you an idea of where we are, here's my lake. And we're at the far end, way down there. Well, not way down there, about a half a kilometer, but actually, that pair has 4 goslings. Okay, well, let's just see if the other pair, if they still have 2, or did those goslings go with the other pair? No. Okay, so one pair's got 2 goslings, and the other pair's got 4 goslings. Right on. It's a shame about the traffic, though. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to come down here with the big camera and get some good footage. Ducks are pretty laid back. It's still pretty warm, though. I can't believe how long I was in town. It's like 7:30. Dougie, how are you? Dougie? Yeah. Oh, Doug, it was so hot in town, you would have died in the truck. Died. He's all frisky, he's cold. Oh, dog. Trust me, you got a better deal than I did. Yes, you did. Doesn't know what direction to go. Oh, poor dog. You're so cool though. Oh, your fur feels nice. You feel like you've been in a fridge. Well, incubator's still doing good. Alright. That's so cool that we have so many geese at the other end. It won't take long. They'll come down here. And there's our geese are down there. Actually, the geese, yeah, there they are. 2 of them. 3 of them right by the creek. Everybody's still pretty laying back here. It was a hot day, guys. Oh, it was brutal in town. It was just absolutely brutal. And because I didn't have Doug in the truck, I wasn't thinking today. And every time I parked the truck, I actually faced it into the sun, so the cab got super heated. I'm missing a bunch of ducks, though. They've got to reappear here shortly. Oh, I just heard the loons. I don't believe the wildlife I have here. Loons, geese, ducks, killdeers. You name it. We've got it showing up here. But I'm definitely going down to the other end with the big camera. I got to see if we can get a close-up because there's 6 goslings down there. Which means next year there'll be even more geese here. No wild ducks though. Alright, I gotta go and load the truck. I picked up some coroplast to separate the ducklings because I used all my coroplast after make my signs last year. And tomorrow is barn day. And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends and enjoy the show.